Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's Thursday, the sun is shining, it's a really lovely day. I thought today's video would be a mix of my monthly roundup for March, what was spent with groceries and in my file of facts diary. And also I have a Lidl shopping haul and also a few items that I bought in Tesco's. So that will be following on in a little while. So I just recently had my second bedroom decorated. My boys used to share it, but they've obviously moved on. And I decided that I want to make this room a living room just for myself, a relaxing room. So basically the room is decorated. There still needs some finishing touches to do. I need to varnish the windows and also sort out flooring. But the main part is the decorating, which I've been wanting to happen for quite a long while. So I'm really pleased that that is done. So I can actually film in here, which is really great because my previous filming has been done in my hallway downstairs. So I can film in comfort now. And yes, very happy to be reporting from this room. It's the only room that is south facing in my house. And the sunshine comes in. It's just a glorious room to relax and chill in. So for the moment, I've set up the opposite corner to me as my little relaxing corner. So I've got my music, I've got my CDs, I've got my books, I've got my candles. And then in that direction, I have my window alcove. If you've not seen my window alcove on my previous short, it's basically a window alcove that has some pillows that I can put down. I can sit up on there with windows open, with the sun streaming through, and it's just lovely. And in that corner over there is a big pile of items that need to be sorted and collected by my sons. So yeah, it's taking up a good 25% of the room. So once that is all emptied and gone, then I can get the flooring sorted and just make it a bit more homely. But I'm going on what I've got. I'm really pleased with just having the room decorated, like I said. So that makes me happy, and especially to be in the room where there is sunlight and sun constantly streaming in. That makes me very happy indeed. So on to my monthly roundup from my file of facts diary. So this is for week commencing, the groceries are for week commencing 3rd of March, but I'll tell you of a couple of spends that I did on the 1st and 2nd, which was the first weekend of March. So basically Saturday the 1st of March, I had a fish and chips takeaway from my local takeaway, really nice. I think with dessert as well from Tesco Express, a total of £10 was spent there. And then on Sunday the 2nd, I met my son and we went to Columbia Road Flower Market and also Brick Lane, did a spot of vintage shopping, went to the bagel shop, got a really nice tasty bagel, had a walk around the flower market. We got some oysters and then we stopped off at a pub and had a drink. That was a really lovely day. The sun was shining. We had such a lovely afternoon and it was really nice to have a catch up with him. So once everything had been totaled up, that was a spend of £36. So week commencing 3rd of March, I bought a CD online on eBay. That was on Wednesday the 5th of March, which was £4.71. And Friday the 7th of March was when I did my charity shop haul. I think I've done a video on that. And basically I spent just under £20. So I bought jeans, I bought my leather jacket, I bought my camo jacket, bought some Disney DVDs. And then on Friday the 7th of March, I sorted out some donations. So I sorted out some skinny jeans, trousers and tops that I didn't want. And I also bought on Vinted Ministry of Sounds Anthems album, which was £4.04 with postage. So on Saturday the 8th, I sorted out my DVDs and CDs and I donated 3 in the charity shop pile. And my spending for groceries for week commencing the 3rd of March was £21.23. So yeah, it was a bit of a spendy week really. But I do itemise everything and I was happy with all the purchases that I've bought. The leather jacket I've worn I've worn at least a half a dozen times, I would say. It only cost me £3. So it's getting a real good cost for wear on that. My yoga, I was really pleased. I did yoga for that whole week, every single day except the Sunday, the 2nd of March. So that's 6 out of 7 days. Really happy with that. So week commencing 10th of March, I bought a gift on Tuesday the 11th and that was £4.50 for somebody. And then Friday the 14th of March was some more items that I purchased. One was a gift for Mother's Day, which was perfume. That was £12.59. I bought the bike book, which I think I featured on a short or within a video. That was £1. And my petrol was £25 for the month because I already had about half a tank. So that actually filled me right up. Then on Saturday the 15th, I went to a neighbouring town and I bought a little cottage for my granddaughter. That was £3.25 in the charity shop. I paid for my Netflix subscription. That was £5.99. And then I bought some breakfast. I bought a Tropicana juice and a banana. That came to £1.99. And on Sunday the 16th, I bought a DVD for £1.59 and the Disney chair, which I featured in a short, which was £5. And before that, myself and my lovely friend, we went out for a pub lunch, which was really lovely. It was my turn to pay and that came to £45.77, which I think is a really good price for a 3-course meal on a Sunday with drinks. So very happy with that. And I basically did my AM yoga on 6 days that week. So again, I'll take that. Pretty happy with that. And the grocery spend was £15.39. So that was well under my £30 budget. So week commencing 17th of March, there was no spending until Thursday the 20th. And that was from my local charity shop. That was a denim shirt for £3. And then Friday the 21st, I treated myself to a haircut. That was £45. I only go to my hairdressers twice a year, if that. And I've been visiting the same lady for years and years, so she knows what my style is. I wouldn't want to go anywhere else. And I think £45 for a cut and blow dry is a pretty good price. And I also needed a new phone charger, so I spent £7 on that. There was no other spends that week, and for week commencing 17th of March, the groceries came to £26.43. So again, under budget, pretty pleased with that. And my AM yoga was a 7 out of 7. So very pleased with that. Then week commencing March the 24th, I had a trip to the dentist. Thankfully, I have some cover with my work. So generally, my cover will pay, but once the limit has been reached, then I have to pay some myself. So my contribution that I had to pay was £30. The bill was £70, so that wasn't bad at all. Then after that, I went to a charity shop and I bought myself a dress for £3. And I bought 9 DVDs for £3. And I also bought some food for my son and took it round to him because he wasn't well. That came to £11.80. And there was no other spends for Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. And then Friday, I bought my mum some wine for Mother's Day. I bought a bottle of Whispering Angel. That was £21. And I sent my lovely friend Sharon her pistachio chocolate. The postage on that was £3.60. And on Saturday the 29th was another charity shop spend. I basically went to a neighbouring town because my sons took me out for lunch. We had pie and mash, which was absolutely delicious and one of my favourites. And afterwards I went charity shopping and I bought 3 DVDs for £2. Unfortunately, one of them wasn't working. And then I bought a dress for £11. I was really happy with this dress. It's by Jigsaw, and online their dresses go for over £120. Jigsaw is a heritage British brand and they do really good, well quality dresses. So the dress that I picked up was £11, so I was really happy with that. Then it was Sunday the 30th of March, which was Mother's Day. I took lunch to my mum. We had fish and chips. That was really lovely. That was £16. Then my groceries for week commencing 24th of March came to a total of £40.53. So my grocery total came to, for the month, £103.58. That was based on a 4-week month spend. So my budget was £120, so I was really happy with that. I came in under budget. I think I've mentioned before on my Lidl and Marks and Spencer's haul video that my mum very kindly pays for shopping for me when I take her shopping to Marks and Spencer's on Waitrose. That's generally a couple of times a month. So that would most probably explain why I do come slightly under budget with my shopping. So yes, so that is my intentional spending for the month of March. I'd say overall I was pretty happy with all my spends. There wasn't really anything that I could say I wish I hadn't bought. Gift wise, everything that I spent I was very happy with. And clothing wise from the charity shop, again very happy with that. So yes, I came in under budget with my groceries, very happy with that. And now I will cut this video here just to say that I will follow this on with my shopping from Lidl's this morning and also Tesco's. So catch me on the next one. So I've done a Lidl shop earlier today, which I thought I would share with you. So first on the list is some Lidl crusty fresh rolls. I do really like these. They're 32p each, and with my Lidl card I got 15% off, so that worked out to 10p off, so the rolls were 27p each. Next on the list is some lemon and lime sparkling water. I like to keep a couple of bottles of these. You'll see on my other shopping trip that I did earlier to Tesco's, I bought a bottle because I wasn't sure if Lidl sold lemon and lime sparkling water, but they do, and that was 55, so that's actually cheaper than Tesco's. But I can't remember if I like the Lidl version. I know I like Aldi's and I know I like Tesco's, so yeah, I have to do a taste test on that one to remind myself. Next up is some bin bags. They were £1.25, and then I use Colgate Sensitive toothpaste. That is £2.89. Next on the list was 2 bars of chocolate. So I just get the simple range of the white chocolate and the milk chocolate. They are both 59p each. And then we have some sable grapes. These are my favourite grapes, and these are £1.99. I've still got my cold, so I thought I would top up with some own brand Lemsips and paracetamol. So the cold and flu sachets in Lidl's are £2.19, and the paracetamol caplets are 37p. Then I bought some toilet tissues, which are 51p. And I thought these looked interesting. So in Marks and Spencer's, I'm quite partial to their Sicilian lemon and white chocolate cookies. These look something similar. And I've noticed as well that in Lidl's and Aldi's, a lot of their cookies, which is why I don't tend to buy their cookies, they have desiccated coconut in them. Now, I like desiccated coconut, but I don't like it added to just cookies which are of a different flavour. If it was specifically a coconut cookie, then yeah, I would most probably buy that. But I don't like to have the hint of coconut in a cookie when the flavour's something completely different, like a triple choc chip, or case in point, the lemon and white chocolate. So yeah, I thought I'd try these. These are £1.29. I can't remember how much the Marks and Spencer's versions are. I I think it's between £2.50 to £3. So yeah, I'll let you know on a taste test what they're like. Something else I mentioned on a previous video, when I did my shopping haul, I bought a deep filled pie from Aldi's. It was the chicken one for £1.49. Taste test result, I had that last night. I did slightly overcook it, but all the same, it didn't seem like a deep filled pie to me. It was a nice enough taste, but I don't think it represented what it said on the box. And yeah, so for £1.49, I don't necessarily think I would get it again. Maybe I would. The taste was nice. But I've got the Marks and Spencer's £3 pie to taste. Yeah. So I'm most probably going to have that maybe over the next couple of days, because that doesn't run out until the 7th of April. So I've got plenty of time now. So I will let you know what I think regarding the taste test on the Marks and Spencer's. Can't remember if I bought a minced beef or a steak one, but yes, that was double the price. So yeah, so going back to today's shop, I spent a total there of £13.86. Not a bad little shop. I was quite pleased with that. So I'll show you now just the couple of items that I bought in Tesco's before I went to Lidl. So I had bought 4 items. I bought a paper for my mum. Daily newspapers keep going up. I really don't understand why. £1.20 for the Daily Mail now. I saw these walkers on offer. So these were £2.25 normal price, but with a club card, 75p saving. And Worcester sauce up with ready salted and cheese and onion is one of my favourite flavours. So for £1.50, I was definitely having those. And as I said before, in my Lidl shop, I bought some sparkling water for 55p, whereas the Tesco version is 85p. There's 30p difference. That's quite a lot, really. But I hadn't decided whether I was going to go to Lidl while I was walking to Tesco. So I thought, well, I better buy a bottle of this lemon and lime sparkling water. And then my favourite Jaffa oranges. So the normal price on these Jaffa oranges is £2.40, but they also do a club card deal, which is 60p off, so they were £1.80. So that Tesco's shop for 4 items came to £5.35 once all the discounts had been taken off. So, yep, all essentials, those 3 things that were needed. So quite happy with those. I'll catch up with you on the next one. Just a quick update on the Jaffa oranges. I actually got 5. The other orange is in another fruit bowl. So yeah, I actually got 5 for £1.80, which I think is a really good deal. So I hope you enjoyed that little shopping haul there of what I spent on groceries earlier on. And thank you for staying with me so far. And I'd love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. And I thank you for popping by to see this latest video. And I'll look forward to seeing you again on my next video. Take care and thanks for popping by. Bye guys.